Alright, let's have another go at this. See, let me get this line as low as I can get it. So if I run this back through the frame, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get this through the frame. Caliper's too big. Not with the bracket on it. So we take the bracket off again. Seems like you never make any headway on this project. Alright, see if that's small enough to get through the frame. Yep. Okay, get it bent flat now. Okay, I get to put this back together again. Thought we just did that. Appear to be going in circles around here. Amazing how that works. What am I doing here? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Oh. Goes in like this. Don't cross thread it. Alright. Try to get all your twists and turns out of your brake line. You want the bleeder screw up as high as you can keep it. That way the fluid will go up. Try to get the cover off. You're not poking yourself. Ah. Jeez. Stuck on there. Okay, got it off finally. Jeez. Everything's tight, that's for sure. If you leave it just enough, you can do it by hand like that. Doesn't have to be super tight. Okay, You want to make sure the screw is up as high as you can. Make sure you don't lose all the parts and keep it when you get to it. Should be down there. So the air is going to let it come up this way. Should eventually work its way up the top. This is high spot, everything should run out the top. The air should come out the top. That's how we want to do it. Okay. So we're using .5 brake fluid. This is actually pretty high temperature stuff. I look it up, make sure I get the best quality I can find without getting super expensive. Just poke a little bit of hole in there. Should be enough to do what we need to do. Put a little small hole on top, it won't go blip, 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 blip like it is. The problem is it usually comes out both holes at once, so you don't really gain much. So if you squeeze the ball a little bit, it'll come out more quickly. Okay. Always put the cover on your lid when you're done. Wipe up the spills helps too. Brake fluid absorbs moisture, even silicone will absorb it. Just not nearly as bad as the other crap. All the other ones suck up air like crazy. Looks like I made a mess right there. Right there. Making a mess. Okay, so we want air bubbles to come up like that. So all you do is just move the piston just enough to let the air up, no extra. That's all you gotta do. This one's not exactly energetic about getting the fluid out, the air out, I mean. See, all the air has to work, it's all the way up to here. To all these lines. Up through here and back out. There's all kinds of ways of doing this, but this is the way I like doing it. Big full pump. If you just blow on it, the bubbles go out instantly. Get much air out of it, but every bubble that comes up is another drop of fluid that goes in the right spots. Okay? Eventually, it's all full of fluid. Don't go any faster than this. You aerate the fluid and you have nothing but problems. So you just blow on it, blows all the air bubbles right out instantly. Then you can see where the air is coming out. By that time it came out of the front hole where it belongs. See, most of this pedal moves don't want to do anything. See, it's all flexing here. So the push rod moves, it's the only pressure you get. Now, if you didn't tighten up one of your fittings or something, it'll leak fluid. It'll leak air also. It doesn't work. So now you go around like this and get the air molecules to free up. So it has to come up through the T right here. As long as you give it an uphill path, it'll come up. So and we're kind of flat through here, so that's not quite as good here, but if we lean the bike over, it would help slightly. So that might be one of the tricks I'll do here in a little bit, but you can see how it's got a slight downhill to it, so it's already got a little bit of that going on. Looks like the front end's a little high in the front, which is not good, but so we can let the nose of the vehicle down a little bit would probably help us a little bit. Steer line out of the way. Okay, now it's hanging off the hoist, so now it's starting to go like this with the bike a little bit. I got a little bit of a lean to it now. If the fluid level goes down, you know you're working good. Now I'm not seeing a lot of movement. You can see the air bubbles come up when I do that. Every air bubble that comes out is a plus. So right up to the point where it works, it feels like it's not working. And then more air bubbles. Then a few more come up. Washer is still in there. I can see the piston moving down there a little bit. Nope, not moving. Not yet, anyway. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh, bunch of bubbles came up that time. Now see the air is, be nice if this was angled downhill, but the back end's not up in the air. Yeah, the angle's a little bit off. It's not helping us. Some bubbles. I'm going to try getting the back of the bike in the air a little bit more. So we're going to do a little changes over here on the hoist. Alright, positive flow of that. That'll help the motivation of the air bubbles now. So now we got a nice good lean to the bike, and the ass end's higher in the air than the front. So now this is slightly downhill, which should help us a lot on our flow. Bubbles out. Oh yeah, nice difference there. Of course, that might be all we're going to get for now, but a bunch came out that time. So just gonna wiggle things around a little bit and let the air come to you. Lots of air come out that time. So the air comes up every now and then. So I want to get this opened up here, but I don't want to put air inside that line because there still might be air in the system. So I'm going to hold off on doing that for a little bit longer. So the air does come up on its own. Just got to let it give it some time. Because they're still loose. Problem is you can't build pressure in this one until this one doesn't have any air in it either. So you don't know where the air is at. It could be all over the place, or it might just be back there, or it might be just down there. You don't really know. There's a lot of air came out that time. So just give it some time, let it do what it wants to do. Okay, let that sit for a little bit there. All right, I'm gonna try something else, let that sit for a little bit. We'll be back.